Hi guys, today I'm here to chat to you about moral development in adolescence. You're probably wondering what that title even means. From our research, moral development is when an individual can divine right from wrong from infancy to adulthood, and adolescence is the period in which a young person develops from a child into an adult. So how exactly are these concepts linked? As teenagers, we continue to mature and our understanding of morality expands. Think back to when you were 5 and thought nothing of taking a bag of crisps from a shop. But now that you're older, you know that this is stealing and is wrong. With age, we become more closely aligned with our values and beliefs. Not only adolescents, but everybody makes moral decisions on a daily basis. We personally believe adolescence is the key time for our personal moral development.
Who influence us and how? Here are a few everyday examples. One huge influence on our moral development is our family. It's our parents that bring us up and they teach us what they think is morally right and wrong. During our childhood, they're one of our biggest influencers morally. Along with our family, our friends influence our morals also. When we're not with our family, we're spending time with friends. Subconsciously, what they think is morally right or wrong, we tend to agree with. In school, our teachers are our authoritative influencers. They teach us about what is deemed right and wrong in regards to behaviour, actions, academically and morally. Teachers are important figures in our moral development as they are present in a crucial time in our lives when our morals begin to change. Celebrities and public figures influence our morals without us realising it. From soccer players cheating on their partners to pop singers stumbling from clubs at 3 AM, their actions influence our own. If they're being praised by paparazzi for having a wild lifestyle, then we'll assume the same and attempt to copy that. Now we'll look at family in a bit more detail. From when we are born until we reach 18, our parents teach us what they believe to be morally right and wrong. But as we develop into adolescence, our morals begin to change as our views in life change along with it. Oftentimes, both sets of morals clash. Parents notice this and try to prevent us making bad decisions, but we as young adults think we are more knowledgeable than they are.
So now we'll look at what influences us and how. Social media is a major influencer in today's world. From Snapchat to Facebook and every site in between, we're constantly immersed in everybody else's lives. For example, when internet crazes like neck nominations were popular, everyone thought it was okay to put your life and health in serious danger. Life circumstances. Your morals are based on your location, whether that be in the centre of Dublin City or in a wee village on the coast of Donegal. If someone has been adopted or fostered or only has one legal guardian, your morals will be different from others. Whether you're in full-time education or have left school at 16, morals will be varied accordingly. Social environment. Morals can vary depending on where you're located. Different cultures and traditions have their own set of morals, therefore where you are in the world is dependent on these factors. Religion. Whether you follow a certain religion or not, everybody looks through a different perspective on what is right and wrong in today's world. Some assume that religion is morally good, but does religion really play a factor in our morals as adolescents? Do we forget we have morals when we go on social media? Let's take a second to think about viral memes that we share online. Now think about the person in the meme. Would you share it if you knew them? This is just one of the many examples of how your morals can change dramatically without you even knowing. If the problem is not on our doorstep, do we care?
The theorist Kohlberg decided that rather than society deciding what is morally right or wrong, it is down to the individual themselves. The individual interprets situations and dilemmas, derives the moral meaning and makes a moral judgment. He told the following story to a group of children. A woman was near death from a certain type of cancer. There was only one drug that could save her, called radium. A chemist in town sold this required radium. He made the drug for $200 but sold it for $2,000. The sick woman's husband, Heinz, tried to get the money together for the radium but only managed to get $1,000. The chemist refused to sell him the radium for no less than $2,000. Heinz got desperate and broke into the chemist's home one night to steal the radium. Should he have done that? He derived a number of responses and his theory came to play. Some of these responses included whether Heinz should go to prison. Was it right to steal for his wife? Is he a good husband if he does? Should the law not be considered in his moral decision? Should he let his wife make the decision to choose life, or should he just take the radium because human life is the most important thing? By studying the answers from children of different ages to these questions, Kohlberg hoped to discover the ways in which moral reasoning changed as people grew older. He believed that moral development of adolescence followed a series of stages that we will now show you. He broke it down into 3 categories: pre-conventional, conventional and post-conventional, with 6 stages: obedience and punishment, individual interest, interpersonal, authority, social contract and universal ethics. However, there are some limitations. The theory focuses solely on moral development instead of emphasising moral behaviour. Can moral development really be categorised into 6 definite stages?
As we get older, we become independent of our guardians and begin to think for ourselves. This is where Kohlberg's theory comes to play, as in our head we ask ourselves a series of questions before we decide what the correct conclusion for a particular situation is. Therefore, as adolescents, we are maturing each day and our morals are constantly developing and changing to shape us into the adults we will become.
We hope we have shown the connection between moral development and adolescence. Thank you for listening.